First, let's try to look for patterns. In both sections, we use the same sort of idea here, so let's pull it out. We can rename these to be more ambiguous. And now if we notice, the only real difference is just this word right here. So if we had a variable equal to the string, we could then use that in here. Get a bit creative with our max. We only need one set now. Let's pull down the if statement that we plan to use here, replacing everything. What else can we do? Well, we can pull this portion up. No need to call it twice. We can just call it once before we even try. If the stat is already going to be the string, we can just use it directly. Pull these out, rename, now use that variable, pull the recalculation down. We can use the same trick here to set our base value, which means the only necessary branches left are these guys and this guy. We have to add a little exit here in case the stat's wrong. And for anyone that noticed this was a small typo, we can still take this further though. Remember, Booleans are just another data type, so we can actually determine the resource in variables like this. Then we can do some very strange math. Some people are really not going to like this. And this mainly comes from the fact that there's so much typecasting going on here. Strings can actually be multiplied by numbers to repeat themselves. Multiplied by a Boolean, and that means either you're getting a 0 or a 1. So this is actually doing two typecasts, from Boolean to real and then real to string. Based on your language, this will have wildly different results, might not even compile. This is what I was talking about with the duck typing video though. Because types are not restricted, you can start doing some very, very cool math. So unless you think this code's going to be ported to other languages, I think it's fine to use the features your languages provides. Or at least that's my hot take. Now if we just run this, we still got working stat bars. We can go ahead and cut our top branch by doing the same thing, and now we've got ourselves a nice versatile little function. Easier to parse. Truth be told, I wanted to cut these two if statements, but I couldn't find any reasonable ways to do it. But still, this looks a lot better than before. But bottom line here is that you should never get too obsessed with this. The performance difference we have here is negligible. In fact, we might have actually made things worse. Optimizing the flow of your code can be a valuable exercise, but readability will always be more important. And some of this is subjective. You could definitely argue that this is more understandable. This gets weird. So if you prefer something like that, yes, it's a branch, but it's a very simple branch that's easy to understand. But that's the pitfall with if. It's not that if is bad. It's so easy to brute force things with it though. You can miss elegant solutions right under your nose. And when it comes to optimization, there's plenty of other tricks you can use down the line to speed things up later too.